So you're thinking about moving to Phoenix, Arizona? Not quite sure where you want to live. There are so many places in Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona, that you can live. Wonderful places that you can live. In this video, we're going to be talking about a community that's a little bit on the North Phoenix side. It's called Desert Ridge. It is a huge community, one of the largest master planned communities in Arizona. Like I said, it's called Desert Ridge. It was started in 1993 and it's large, like I already said, over 5,700 acres. That's how large it is. So many different communities. But we're going to dive into Desert Ridge. We're going to talk about all about Desert Ridge, what goes on around it, in it, things you can do in it and around it so that you can make the best decision if this is even the area that you want for you and or your family. Don't forget, if there's another area you want, let us know. We'll dive deep into it for your benefit. If this is your first time to the channel and you'd like to know everything about living in Phoenix, Arizona, well, subscribe below and hit the bell, ding, 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 so you can be the first to be notified when anything new comes up about living in Phoenix, Arizona and or the surrounding areas. My name is Mary K. Marino and welcome to Hello Arizona Living and Real Estate. We get calls, texts, emails all the time from people just like you looking for help when they're making a move to Arizona, and we absolutely love it. So contact us. We can't help you unless we know what you're looking for and what you're needing, because we are definitely here to help you throughout the whole process. So whether you're moving in 9 days, 90 days, 9 months, 1 year, 2 years, whatever your time frame is, we are here to help you, as I already mentioned. All our information is below, boop, in the description to help you make a smooth move to Arizona. So as I mentioned before, we're going into Desert Ridge, Phoenix, Arizona, one of the largest master planned communities here in Arizona. There's so much to do in and around Desert Ridge. You really don't have to leave the property per se to go anywhere, but you can, because there's a lot to do around there as well, especially if you want to, if you work outside the area. You want to do a lot of activities around outside the area. There is so much, like I said, to do in and around Desert Ridge, and we're getting after it right now. Within Desert Ridge itself, there are 3 wonderful amenities within there. There's a JW Marriott Resort and Spa. It's one of the higher class end resort and spas. It's very conveniently located within Desert Ridge. Pools, it has the golf courses, it has the spas. If you want a massage, you can go there. If you want to go do dining there, you can go there. There's just so much to do there within the resort area itself. If you like to golf, as I mentioned, it's the Wildfire Golf Course. In fact, if I remember correctly, the LPGA still goes there to play every year when they come to Arizona, and they play there, Desert Ridge, the Wildfire Golf Course, and it was designed by Arnold Palmer. Also conveniently located in Desert Ridge is what they call Desert Ridge Marketplace. There is shopping, there's dining, there's movie theaters, there's a climbing wall. There is so much to do in and around the Desert Ridge Marketplace that, like I said, you don't really ever have to leave unless you really want to. Everything is so conveniently located right there in Desert Ridge. As far as housing within Desert Ridge, you have a large variety here. No matter what you want, we can definitely find it for you here in Desert Ridge. They have over 16 different communities here in Desert Ridge. Single family homes, condos, townhomes, they have it all. Whatever you're looking for, we can definitely find it for you. As far as a single family home, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,400 square feet goes for around $535,000. Up to around 4,500 to 5,000 square foot home, 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, 3 baths. That ranges anywhere from $2.0 million and up. So we definitely have you covered if you want a single family home, whether it's a smaller home or a larger home, a smaller price tag or a much larger price tag. Gated and also non-gated areas as well within Desert Ridge. If condos and townhomes is what you want, sort of like a lock and leave, and that's what more convenient and fits what your lifestyle is, we have that for you as well. Price range, 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,200 square feet condo, runs just a scooch over $400,000, right around $415,000. And it goes all the way up to 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, around 2,000 square feet, and that price range can be $1.4 million. It's like, yeeks! Are you serious? A condo, 1.4 million? Yep, that's what they're going for, some of them. So, it depends on the location of the condo, their townhome, the amenities each one has. Like I said, 16 different communities within Desert Ridge, and they all have their pluses and minuses. Some have more amenities, some have less amenities. So it's whatever you're looking for, we can definitely find it for you. If you think Desert Ridge itself is what you want for your family, we can find it for you. And of course, there is HOAs. There seems to be more properties around Arizona that have HOAs. Desert Ridge is no exception. You have a minimum of 1 HOA for the whole community. And some villages, like I said, there are 16, some have 2 and 3 HOA fees. The main HOA runs about $220 semi-annually, and then the villages for the condos and townhouses run approximately $130 to $400 a month. So like I said, each one has their own amenities, and if they have a lot that they're offering you, it's going to be closer to the $400 a month on top of the master planned community. So you're going to get stuck with HOA. If that's not what you want as the HOA fee, then we're going to have to look elsewhere. But Desert Ridge has the one main HOA, and depending on what village you choose and where you want to live, they could have another one, actually 2 more. So you're going to have 1 to 3 HOAs depending on what village you pick. So, and if you don't know which one, give us a call. Tell us what you're looking for, what you're wanting, and we can find the best fit for you and your family and also your budget. If Desert Ridge is like tugging on your heartstrings and you really want to consider moving down here to Arizona into Desert Ridge. And like I said, there is so much to do in and around Desert Ridge. That's one of the attractions why families like to come here, is because they don't really have to navigate too far out unless they really want to. It's just very convenient to almost everything. As far as sports and outdoor activities, there's plenty to choose from. You know, Arizona has over 300 plus sunny days. We very seldom have gloom and doom days. If you are a lover of lakes, yes, you can have the pool in your community, but if you're a lover of lakes, you like to go, what do they call it, water skiing or fishing or camping, or you just want to take the family and the 4-legged kids out for an outdoor activity to spend on the lake, we have plenty for you to choose from. We have beautiful lakes here in Arizona. Our most popular and largest lake is Lake Pleasant. That is just north of the 17. It is border of North Phoenix, North Peoria, and then all our other lakes are east, and they are beautiful as well. And you got to check them out. You got to put all our lakes on your bucket list because they're absolutely beautiful. Even if you don't like the water, take a drive out and see all the lakes. The scenery is dead gorgeous, drop dead gorgeous. That's it. And they are Bartlett Lake, Roosevelt Lake, Apache Lake, Canyon Lake, and then of course Saguaro Lake. You've got to put the lakes on your bucket list to go see, even if you're not a boater or a fisher or a camper. It's just a nice way to spend a day out on the lake, by the lake, whatever you want to do, and enjoy the nice scenery and outdoors that we have here in Arizona. So many beautiful days out here. How can you not want to venture out to the lake? But there you go, lakes. Oh, one more thing. If you like to paddleboard and kayak, and you don't want to have to worry about the boats zooming by you and getting caught up in their wake, a lot of people go down to Tempe Town Lake, which is a south part of Phoenix and just north of Tempe. It's called the Tempe Town Lake. A lot of people go there and do their kayaking and paddleboarding, and it's so much calmer there. So if that's your go-to activity, definitely check out Tempe Town Lake because that's where you may want to go. Oh, but keep in mind, if you like to paddleboard and to kayak, you can go out on the lakes to do that as well. But just an option if you want something a little bit more on the quieter side, you don't want the boat zooming by you, Tempe Town Lake is a great option for you to consider. If walking on the short grass is your go-to activity, aka golf, then we got you covered on that as well. There is a golf course, as I mentioned, right in the Desert Ridge area. It's called Wildfire, and it was designed by Arnold Palmer, the great Arnold Palmer. And also the LPGA Tour does come every year there and plays their tournament there. So if you're a golfer, you definitely want to check out Wildfire. However, if you want to play a bunch of other courses, there are many other courses. In Scottsdale itself, there are over 200. In Arizona. In Phoenix, there are well over 150. So in and around Desert Ridge, there are so many golf courses to avail yourself of, including, don't forget, we have the PGA Tour that comes to town every year, and that's in Scottsdale. So you want to check that out. It usually comes January, February. It's usually, not always, usually the week of the Super Bowl. So you can go spend the whole week out watching the golf tournament, then go home on Sunday and watch the Arizona Cardinals play in the Super Bowl. Well, One year they'll get back to it. It's definitely not going to be this year. If lakes and golfing are not your really go-to activities, but you enjoy more hiking and biking outdoors in the mountains, well, we definitely got you covered here. I've got a map to show you. We have so many for you to choose from. I use alltrails.com. Of course, there are others that you can use as well. We have so many, as I said, to choose from throughout the whole state of Arizona. Just be careful. I always give my FYI, if hiking and biking is your thing to do, remember, when we're coming out of the cooler temperatures of the winter and it starts to warm up and you're out there hiking with your earphones on, don't do that. Please don't do that. Or at least have the volume down a little bit lower. And the reason I say that is because the snakes are going to start coming out. And when they come out, you're not going to hear the rattlesnake rattle its rattle and you might get bitten. And we don't want to see you on the news getting rescued off the mountain. So just please be aware and cognizant of when you're out on the trails that the snakes are going to be out there as it warms up. Especially when they start coming out, they are feisty. Yuck. I don't like snakes. When I'm not a big hiker, especially during the that time of the winter time to the summertime, I'm deathly afraid of snakes. So you won't find me out there on the trails because of that particular slitherly creature. But anyway, be very mindful of that when you're out hiking. Another thing I want to let you know, when you go out hiking, many times we have this happen, when we get visitors to Arizona and they go out hiking, they think, oh yeah, no big deal. I'm not going to bring any water. I don't need any water. I'm just going to bring a little bitty bottle of water. Don't do that. Bring lots of water with you. So many people go out hiking and they get dehydrated because they didn't bring any or they didn't bring enough. So bring plenty of water. If you thought or think that you brought enough water, you didn't. Just bring an extra bottle of water so you don't get dehydrated. Because again, we don't want to see you on the news getting rescued off of the mountain because either got bit by a snake or you ran out of water or you didn't bring any water and you're dehydrated and now you're really sick. So please be aware of those two items when you're going out hiking and taking the adventures all in of Arizona trails. One of the popular sports that's booming around the country is pickleball. And lucky you, lucky us, if you're considering Desert Ridge has a pickleball court. They have several pickleball courts in Desert Ridge. In fact, they have tournaments there all the time. So if pickleball is one of your go-to activities outside, you're definitely in because you can avail yourself of the courts there in Desert Ridge and all the tournaments that come there and play. So if that's what you enjoy to do it, then we got you set there. Some popular activities around Desert Ridge. One of the popular is we have a sports complex relatively close to Desert Ridge. It's called Reach 11 Sports Complex. And it's 1,500 acre park and it includes 18 lighted soccer fields. 17 of them are grass and one is an artificial turf. They have 2 traditional grass baseball fields and 2 accessible rubberized baseball fields. I never heard of such a thing. I never heard of a rubberized baseball field. And then of course it has facilities and concession stands, restrooms, and so forth. Also in the sports complex, there is 18 miles of biking and hiking trails in there. Another activity outside of Desert Ridge is called MIM, Musical Instrument Museum. And that's a museum and all the musical history of the musical instruments. They sometimes have concerts there, which is absolutely beautiful and stunning. So if you're into music or into playing musical instruments, you definitely want to check it out. It's off of the Tatum Boulevard, just south of the 101. It's very easy to locate and to find, and you will absolutely love going there. Another great place to go to take the kiddos is called Earth and Space Expedition Center. That's just south between Bell Road and Union Hills. So if you're into exploring space and the Earth, take the kids to go see that. That is fantastic. I have personally not been there, but I've had some families go there and they said they absolutely enjoyed it a lot. So check it out if your kids are interested in something like that. Another outdoor activity to consider is the zoo and the Desert Botanical Garden. Here's the map for it. And one of the nice things about the Desert Botanical Garden, when I mention that to clients, they go, I don't want to go do that. But it's actually really, really nice. And especially nice if you're wanting to re-landscape your yard. You can go down there and get some great ideas, look at the plants, the bushes, the vegetation, the flowers. It's just so beautiful just to walk around that whole garden area. And if you have any questions, there are always people around to talk to you and answer questions if you want to implement any of that and bring it toward your own home. And then also very close to it is the zoo. So if you enjoy zoos, you like to go to the zoo, check out the zoo. Another nice thing about the zoo is around the Christmas holiday time, they light it up at night, and you can go there at night and go what they call the Christmas lights at the zoo. So check that out if you ever want to go there. A lot of people enjoy that as well. If you need information about schools, whether you have the kids going to the schools or maybe you're a teacher and you're considering going to schools, I always suggest to people use greatschools.org or niche.com. In the Desert Ridge area, we have some schools there. High schools, grade schools, elementary schools, and they have great ratings and rankings. So again, like I say, if it's important to you, please do your own due diligence. Check out greatschools.org, niche.com. That gives you rankings, ratings, and so much more information of what you can make a good decision of whether this is a good area for you and your family. If hospitals and medical are really important to you and accessibility to them is important for you and your family, we have definitely some that are very, very convenient to Desert Ridge. We have very close to that is the Mayo Hospital, which is just south of Desert Ridge. Then also over to the east, right near Greyhawk, is Honor Health Hospital. And then Honor Health Hospital is also off of Shea in the 101. And if you go west, we have the Banner Thunderbird. And then if you need the Mayo Clinic, that's off Shea Boulevard around 134th Street. So a lot of people come down here and just want to be with Mayo Hospital, Mayo Clinic. So that's why I always include the Mayo Hospital, the Mayo Clinic. It's just south. Mayo Hospital, like I said, it's just south of Desert Ridge. The Mayo Clinic is you have to take the 101 up and around, get off of Shea, go east to about 134th Street, and that's where you'll find the Mayo Clinic. If you're needing to get downtown Phoenix, whether it be for the sporting events, like I said, baseball or basketball, or maybe you're going downtown for a concert or for a museum. It's about maybe, depending on time of day and traffic, about a 30 to maybe 40-minute drive. If you need to get to the airport, it's just east of that, maybe 8 to 10 more minutes, but it's not that bad of a drive. You just hop on the freeway and zip on down there. And don't forget, we have all the other sports here as well. If you're a football fan, yay, Cardinals, it's in Glendale off the 101. As far as the hockey in the Arizona Coyotes, they are slated to be here to 2024, I believe. We have no idea where they're going after that, whether they're going to stay in Arizona or whether they're just going to relocate to a different part of Arizona. But right now they are in Tempe. So there you have it, all about Desert Ridge area. If you have any questions, please contact us, call, text, or email us. We can't answer your questions if we don't know what they are. If you have a burning desire to be in this area or any other area, we are more than delighted to have and happy to help you. As I mentioned earlier, my name is Mary Kay Marino, and thank you for being on our video this far, this long, and we greatly appreciate you being here. If it's been helpful, informative, give us a thumbs up. We would greatly appreciate it. Help us grow our channel so we can help others when they're making a move to Arizona. So whether you're moving in 9 days, 90 days, 9 months, 1 year, 2 years, whatever your time frame is, call, text, email us. All the information is the description to help you make a smooth move to Arizona. So as I always say, until we see you around town, show you around town, you have a marvelous, awesome, incredible day. Bye for now.